Today I'm in Brighton. I'm going to take you round the lanes. Now in Brighton there are a couple of lanes, but the original lanes date back to the 16th century. Now they are a maze, a warren of lots of little winding streets, and famous for their jewellery shops and their independents and antique shops. And it's just so quirky, so lovely, bit different, and I thought I'd take you along. So let's have a look at these beautiful little winding higgledy-piggledy, now that's the word I like, little lanes. They also used to be called Twittens. So that's something that you probably haven't heard of in America. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of a Twitten before. These lanes date back to the 16th century, and they were the original fishing town of Brighton, which at that time was called Brighthelmstone. I had to look it up, I have to be honest. And this is where people lived. So it was a fishing town before, obviously it was the little city of Brighton. The thing is about Brighton, it is a city, it's very tiny. It's a tiny city with a huge personality. There are two lanes separated by a street called North Street. I think these are the original lanes, and then you've got North Lanes, just to confuse you a little bit. So the North Lanes remind me a bit of, I'd say, Camden in the 90s, if ever you've been to London. So the North Lanes are definitely much more artisan. They have their thrift stores, but this is, I think, the original lanes. Some people call them the South Lanes. I've never heard them called the South Lanes, if I'm honest. These are the jewellery lanes. Lots of independent jewellers. And as you can see, tiny little alleyways, little winding Twittens, little lanes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. There we go. Also lots of students. So if we go down this one here, and then through here, we're going to open up into a lovely little square that a lot of you, if you visit Brighton, you might miss. Now, this has been kind of taken over by a bar or coffee shop called the Copper Club. It's really a kind of a bar, I guess, eatery. And you can see here, they've got a lovely little oasis in the middle of the lanes. Let's go back. Looks like they're refurbing some places. Obviously it's not summer here yet, it's May, but May it gets busy. There's bank holidays, and if we have any sunny weekends, it gets absolutely rammed here. And all the students tend to arrive around May time as well. So it can get super busy in the city. Here we are. Lots and lots of gold. Second-hand, beautiful jewellers, and then art galleries, independents. The one thing about Brighton that I love actually is there are a lot of independent shops, including art, but also fashion, perfumery, and some fabulous eateries. This one is an Icelandic fish and chips shop, highly recommend. Through this skinny little lane here, breathe in. And we're going to open up into a square, and this square in the summer is heaving. It's a great place actually to come for the buzz. You'll have buskers in the summer as well. And what's great about this is all of the different places you can eat, and it is a super meeting point. So we've got the Druids Head pub, which is really old, say 16th century. So you've got the Pump House. Right, okay, so we're going to come back up here, and hopefully we're going to end up in Hannington's. Now, Hannington's Lane is really lovely. There's some iconic street art, graffiti, independent artists that are expressing themselves. Look at this one here on the wall. So this looks like, oh, so Mr. Men and Mr. Little Miss reimagined. And then this is Hannington's. Hannington's Lane is really lovely. I have to say, what I like about it is the independent shops. Maybe we'll go in one or two. And there is the fabulous wall art of Hannington's Lane. Pretty iconic. And then this is a gallery that is displaying all independent artists. Oh, I really love that, look. Some more curated independent designers, which is really good to see. I feel like the high street has become a little bit sterile. I think we're all a little bit sick of seeing the same things over and over. What's this? This is interesting. So it's called Breakout. It's a charm necklace shop. I guess it's a little bit like Pandora was, is it? But this is for necklaces. Really pretty. Quite an earthy, organic place, like some homewares. I'm a bit nervous to go in because they're very quiet for me to be talking. Some more street art. Again, sustainable. Super, super nice. Plant shop, how lovely is that? Now that takes us down to the main high street, and that would be North Street, and then opposite there is the other lanes, what they call the North Lanes. Today I'm just going to focus on taking you around these lanes because if I'm honest, I feel like they're just more twee. They're kind of very pretty to walk around. The other lanes are great, but they are definitely more boisterous. There's a lot of eateries in the North Lanes. Chili Pickle. I think that this is quite a new little place. Haven't seen this before. Good little Indian restaurant. Look at that. Don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. Crikey. 11 carats of natural sapphire and approximately 5 of diamonds. Oh my goodness, how much do you think that's costing? Let's have a look. I think it's costing more than you've got, Sally. Nice, that was a Bobby Dazzler, I'd say. I don't know if that's going to make sense to anybody. Oh, look how lovely they shine. I think that they must have some special lights in these shop windows because I have to say my diamonds don't seem to sparkle quite as much. I'm not sure if they're actually going to sparkle on the camera the way that they are for me. Wow. They're so beautiful. Yeah, it wouldn't take much to hypnotise me. Dangle a diamond in front of me and I'd be easy to kidnap. I'm going to take you this way now. I'm actually looking for a charm to go onto a chain that I've had since I was in my early 20s. In fact, Chris bought it for me when we first started dating. That's 30 years ago, and I want something on this chain. It's a funny length. It's kind of an 18-inch, or no, it's not. It's 20, might be 22. So I want something that I can actually wear all the time. See if there's anything in there. Let me have a look. Oh, look at the duck. That's really funny. This is Antique Armoury Shop, or your ancient armoury. For any of you that are interested, they're pretty scary things, I have to say. Okay, so let's go this way, and we are back in the old lanes. I'm going to take you to a real old pub. So the Cricketers was, there we go. So this is the oldest pub in Brighton. It's the Cricketers, established 1547. And then next door, you've got the Black Lion, which is a lovely little pub and has a fabulous little garden at the back as well. Tiny but gorgeous, and it actually opens up to the opposite side of the street. And that heads down to the seafront just down there. So if we follow the road round here, we can head down to the town hall. And under the town hall, little known fact, there is the old cells, the old police cells. I don't know where I think they're a couple of 100 years old, You can go on a tour if you want. We won't do that today. But down here, there is the town hall, and then there's a superb sushi restaurant, which I've been to a few times. But there's the town hall in the back of the lanes. And then just around here is Moshimo, which is a really good sushi restaurant. So the permit room is a Dishoom Indian restaurant. They're super, super gorgeous food, but quite expensive, if I'm honest. And we are almost back where we started. So we're going to just head through past the pump house. Let's go back up this gorgeous lane. I think this is the best out of the bunch. Lots of beautiful little nooks and crannies. Higgledy-piggledy, like I said, just like you like it. This is a fabulous pub as well, the Bath Arms. I've had a couple of Sunday lunches in there and it is gorgeous. It's a proper traditional old English pub. Give you a quick peek in there. If you've never been in an English pub, which I'm sure you all have, then that is what they look like. That's how they used to look before they all turned into gastro pubs. Ducks. Look at these. These are so gorgeous. So if you're a hairdresser, pretty much a duck for everybody here. Oh, look at them. I love him with his abs. We've even got one for brides and grooms, groom and groom. That's my quick tour. Oh, let's have a look at the Rolexes. So what is a second-hand Rolex? Are you in the market for a second-hand Rolex? Oh, yes, I would like one. Which one? Look, there's the classic, isn't it? That's the classic one, I think. The date just 10,950, 2016? Crikey, that's a lot of money, isn't it? It's 10 years old. So there we are. That was a whiz round the old lanes. I do hope you enjoyed it. It's just a quick look at the old lanes and the jewellery lanes. Something that I like to do, just come down here, have a little wander, look at all the independents. That's what I love about Brighton, it's that it's got independents. It actually does seem to encourage independent shops. It has obviously got its modern stores as well, and it has got its department stores. Big IKEA being built, like we needed IKEA. But that's it. I thought we'd do something a little bit different, a little wander around the lanes with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.